In the deep, verdant expanse of the Whispering Pines forest, there was a legend that brought a shudder to anyone who heard it. A tale that lent an eerie air to every rustle of the leaves, every nocturnal creature's cry. The story begins in the early 1900s with a man named Silas Thompson. Silas was a lumberjack known for his unusual strength and his even more unusual love for the forest. He had an uncanny ability to communicate with the forest, or so it seemed. Every morning, he would stride into the woods, and instead of chopping down trees, he would instead listen to them, whispering softly to their bark. Hence, the locals started calling the place Whispering Pines. One fateful day, Silas didn't return from the forest. They searched for him, shouting his name till their voices echoed through the trees, but he was nowhere to be found. It was as if the Whispering Pines had swallowed him whole. Ever since that day, every full moon night, people claimed to hear the sound of an axe striking a tree. If you dared to venture into the forest, you'd find fresh cuts on the bark of the trees, but no man to account for them. The forest was seemingly alive, whispering to itself in the absence of Silas. As the years passed, the legend of Silas and the Whispering Pines grew more terrifying. Campers reported seeing a spectral figure, tall and burly, wielding an axe. He would appear at the stroke of midnight, glowing with a ghostly pallor. The figure would roam the forest, whispering to the trees and striking them gently with his axe. If any unfortunate soul crossed his path, he would freeze them with a stare, his eyes a hollow void, before disappearing into the mist. A group of brave teenagers, itching for adventure, decided to test the legend. They planned a camping trip on the next full moon, right in the heart of the Whispering Pines. As the moon hung high in the star-studded sky, the Phantom Lumberjack did not disappoint. One by one, the campers awoke to the sound of an axe hitting wood. They stepped out of their tents and were met with a chilling sight. The spectral figure of Silas, his axe in hand, striking at a tree. Suddenly he turned, fixing them with his hollow gaze. The air turned icy. Their hearts pounded against their chests. In the blink of an eye, he vanished, leaving the teenagers frozen in fear. The legend was real. The Phantom of Whispering Pines was no mere campfire story. The tale of the Phantom Lumberjack has been told and retold over countless campfires since then. As the fire crackles and the shadows dance, the Whispering Pines seem to shiver in the wind, keeping their secret well. And if you listen closely, you might just hear the distant echo of an axe hitting a tree.